Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a video by Lea Borromeo. We hope that you'll go onto YouTube and check it out yourselves. Imagine the amount of debt that gentleman owed. 60,000 rupees translates to about 6,000 ringgit. So having a society or an economy like ours where you can earn 6,000 ringgit a month, that may not seem like a lot, but that only alludes to the fact that that's how little they're being paid for their hard work in the farms. Ladies and gentlemen, another individual also watched that video and she's got quite a bit to say about it. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Miss Universe Malaysia 2012, Kimberley Leggett. Hi Kim, how are you doing?
I'm good.
So, how many inches?
3. I left my 5 at home.
Had I known, I would 1-3 myself. You'll be traveling to the US and you'll be competing in Miss Universe. So how are your preparations going?
It's going along. I mean, I'm now in the home stretch, so I'm just trying to brush up on everything so that I make Malaysia proud.
All right. Now, what really goes into the preparations of a beauty queen, if you don't mind sharing?
Lots of catwalk training, working out, all of those good stuff.
Okay. Let me know, how do we help you prepare? Okay, wait, let me see. All right, we have some way that we can help you prepare. Here's a question, potentially will be asked on the Miss Universe stage. Here we go. So, Kimberley Leggett, you pick a question. This is the question the host asks. What does sustainability mean to you, personally?
You don't have one of those ringing 30-second bells, right?
I don't think so. No judges, so.
Okay. Well, to me, sustainability, if we break it down, it means the ability to sustain. So that could be for oneself, making sure that you meet your basic needs. But at the same time, I think which is important, is that you do not compromise the benefit of that, and also making sure that future generations can also sustain themselves. And Mother Nature has been so great to us, so I think that it's very important in the 21st century that we do not turn a blind eye to global warming and everything, all the bad impacts that's happening in the world.
Based on that answer, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Universe 2013. I'm not actually the host for Miss Universe 2013, so
you'd be a good
what I
host,
say doesn't count.
though.
Thank you. Let's talk a bit about the film we just saw. What are your thoughts on that?
I've seen this video before, as you mentioned, and for me to watch it again, it strikes a chord because it's sad yet enlightening, because I think for myself, I didn't know about the story, the backstory about what happens to cotton, the true side especially. And when you get to learn about the pesticides, in India, a big amount of money is being spent on this, and it's insane to think about why people are taking their lives. These pesticides, it's not only affecting all of us, it runs off into the rivers, the streams, it poisons us. I think if any of you have ever bought a cotton shirt, you indirectly, unfortunately, the harsh reality is you actually do have blood on your hands. And I think the statistics that I was told is that in India, pesticide farmers or cotton farmers that use the pesticides, I think out of 100 million cotton farmers, 77% get poisoned from that. That's 77 million people affected by this. So it's very sad, but we're all responsible, unfortunately.
Well, I guess we're going to check our clothing before we leave tomorrow morning. Ladies and gentlemen, our next question for Kim would be something I know you're all asking as well. We all need to wear clothes.
Yeah.
So we're consumers of clothing. In your own view, how can we help?
Well, I think just as the nucleus aim is to be fashion with a conscience. All of us are consumers, we all have a choice when you buy. I think as the WWF mentions, when the buying stops, the killing can too. And I think that's the same thing here. If you choose to buy organic cotton, you indirectly know that you are not only helping the planet, you're helping these farmers, their children, their future, our future, everyone, benefits.
Clothing brands already exist. There are a lot of brands out there, and all of them are basically shouting advertisements. They're trying to get their message across. They're the best brand around. But what kind of responsibility should they bear in this realm of actually keeping people safe and sustainability?
Well, I definitely think that lots of these brands already do exist. For example, Nucleus, I think Timberland does as well, and all of them are choosing to benefit the environment. They're choosing organic cotton because they want to help. We want to help not only everyone to choose and make wiser decisions about the clothing that we're wearing. We have to wear clothes every day. So I think it's a very simple change that we can make. It's so easy.
Any closing thoughts on this matter of sustainability and fashion?
Well, as I think Christmas is coming around, so I think that all of us, if you're looking for a Christmas present, when you are thinking, maybe I should buy a shirt or a pair of underwear for your significant other or your friend, think about choosing organic cotton, because not only will the thought of you're giving someone a gift, but you're also giving the gift of life to these cotton farmers as well as their families. And with that, I'd just like to end by saying that with what Nucleus is doing is we're starting local and we're going global. So I think congratulations to Nucleus and everyone, WWF, for all of the efforts, because I think that if we all make a change, if Malaysia makes a change, if Malaysia shares this cotton story, we can change the ending for better. So, thank you.
And I know to represent all of you by saying we're proud to have you as our representative of Miss Universe. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kimberley Leggett.
Thank you.